Welcome, acolytes. ScouterVee. No more, no less to say. Let's just have some fun here.
My dudes, get your little shit. Alright, listen, real talk.
You already... I love how he changes things up. It's just... I didn't talk to the guy for a long time. Should actually do it again. Yeah, right now, time, acolytes, time. The most... The most precious commodity that you never get back if it's lost.
I have not played that many Metal Gear games, so you're gonna get my raw, unbiased opinion and thoughts about Snake Eater Delta. And I just gotta say, what the hell did I just play? My first introduction to the franchise.
Oh no. Oh no, is it that hard censored? Gonna say this, I didn't play all the Metal Gear Solids. I think it was the first one. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Not particularly censored. But, I mean, the pendulum swings in the correct direction, but still. There will be still some sacrifices done in between.
Was back in the day. I played the hell out of the Nintendo version. And that game started out by dropping you out in the middle of the jungle with nothing but your fists and a pack of rats. Later on, I got hooked to Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation and...
Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. That was the version, not the NTS one.
Just in case you're wondering, yeah, I know all the secrets. Your boy got the strategy guide.
Yeah.
That's right. We actually had to read books back in the day.
Yep.
Goonin wasn't easy. Fast forward a couple years and I remember playing Sons of Liberty at a friend's house for a bit and thinking, man, this dude is a little, gay. And that's about it. I got into...
But... He was a good character. The game was still fun. What the fuck, Scouter, you're playing freaking World of Warcraft. Come on.
PC gaming shortly after and never touched the franchise. Hell, I didn't even know Kojima had such a huge fan base until I saw the reaction to Death Stranding, and I wanted to give that a shot, but it was a damn console exclusive. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna play a shitty 30 FPS game, Sony. Optimize your shit. So with Snake Eater Delta...
He's so correct about this. He is so correct. I mean, the things that come out on PC are freaking, most of the time, badly optimized, but on console it's always this way. I am actually quite honest right now. I went to a friend that has only a console, doesn't have a PC, and I just went in. The freaking we played Lies of P, by the way. I couldn't play because it was so it just ruckled so hard that I just couldn't play it. It was impossible. And he was fine with it. It was just baffling to me. You already have something on a console and so badly optimized that you can't even play it on a console. What the fuck? Those things aren't cheap. But, fair enough. I mean, I understand. People like consoles. I understand why, but nonetheless.
Delta was announced. I was excited to get into this series again and see what the hype was all about. And after playing the game, I finally get it. Hideo Kojima-san's writing carried the game. Is it for everybody? Hell no, but good games don't have to be. Kojima-san has a target audience, and you're either gonna love it or hate it. The dude basically took Rambo and turned it into some anime. And hey, some people don't like anime at all. We're all different. Some guys like their boats built for speed. Personally, I like mine built for comfort. The whole time playing this game, I had no idea what the hell was coming next. What are these characters? This is a game made by a nerdy dude for nerdy dudes, and only a guy could write something like this. Who the hell adds a character that introduces themselves by busting their tits out? I mean, I'm not complaining, but hold up, what's this?
If you would complain, man, I would personally drive where you live and then smack you. But still, it was stupid. It was fun. It was nice, but stupid.
Button do. Look at the fun bags on that hose hound. Another thing I gotta call out is the foreshadowing. If you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss a couple things. Like the gun Eva gave Snake. It was manufactured and customized in China. And just like most things made in China, you just can't trust them. But enough about the story. How's the gameplay? Well, I'm torn here, dudes. I don't like the gameplay at all. I'm not a fan. I played the game for about 10 hours and even that was a struggle. Just a couple hours into the game, I knew it wasn't for me. But I liked the story, so I was able to keep going for a little bit longer. But eventually I gave up and watched the Let's Let's Play instead because I wanted to see how it ended. Hell, I wasn't even gonna make a video, but I got a free key from Konami and I made a blood oath to make a video in return. And since I'm a man of my word, here we are. You see, here's the issue. The original Snake Eater came out on the PS2 in 2004. All Konami did here was slap a fresh coat of paint on it. But what good is that gonna do if the game still plays and feels like it was made back in the day? And it's not like I don't like retro games.
Hey. Just because it was made back in the day doesn't mean that the gameplay is bad. I'm gonna say this. They fucked up anyway. But the gameplay back in the day was fine. Now it looks freaking clunky and funny, from what I can see here. So for a comedy trip, this would be sufficient.
Games. It's just jarring to see all these badass cutscenes take place in a world where you have constant loading screens, backtracking, and a bunch of poorly scripted NPCs. The game was so easy I was bored out of my mind. This has to be some of the worst AI I've seen in a video game. What the hell even is this? Come on, man, I'm right here. It was so bad I just gave up on stealth entirely. What's the point? And that sucks because there's a bunch of cool items like cardboard boxes you can hide in and a few dirty magazines that help you distract guards. But it's all pointless when you can save time and just mow everyone down with your AK. What they should have done is fix the AI and remade the jungle entirely as a large handcrafted area with minimal loading. But whatever this is, it's not good enough. But like I said, the story carries the game, which shows how ass backwards Konami is thinking that it was a good idea putting a content warning in it, stating, this game contains expressions and themes which may be considered outdated. However, these elements have been included without alteration to preserve the historical context in which the game was made and the creator's original vision. Player discretion is advised. What are we doing here, Konami? The game is rated M for mature. You don't have to kiss the ass of some weirdos who aren't gonna buy the game. It just makes you
We are still kissing the asses of the weird, or the big companies are, for some reason. I still don't understand why. I mean, especially after the Charlie Kirk thing. No. You just let the freaks be freaks, but it's getting better. At least the game, as you say, and I believe you, wasn't censored. That's a good thing. I take a warning at the start any time before any censorship of the game. The campaign could have been better though.
You look like cowards, and you're telling everybody moving forward that you will not make content like this ever again. Look, the reason your company got popular in the 90s is because people liked the Metal Gear series and Kojima's writing. If you tell the audience that what they love is outdated and bad, you're telling your own fans that the content they like is wrong and should have never been made in the first place. Why would you insult your own customers? And hold up, you said that these elements have been included without alteration. So
why would you insult your own customers? Because those are freaks. And by the way, if a customer acts like a freak, I understand that. But that's not all of us.
Let's address the elephant in the room. If you have played the original game and are a man of culture, you might have noticed that they shrunk down Eva's assets. But more importantly, they've gone out of their way to remove jiggle physics. See for yourself. This has led to people complaining online about censorship. But I have a hot take. I know I talk about bust the Asians a lot in my videos, but gather around the fire. Let's have a chat, my friends. You see, not all...
You know what, the bust the Asian thing, I understand. I would want to talk about bust the Asians more often in my videos.
All fun bags are created equal. You see, the best ones are all natural, kind of like home-cooked meals. These poser pillows that are...
Yep, I agree with him. Yep, the poser pillows are freaking bad. If you touch those things, it feels so fucked up. The first and only time I ever did this was I just touched them and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is unnatural. And after that, if I see one, or if I think that there is some kind of shenanigans going on, I always ask. If it pops up to be the truth, no touching that thing.
That are created in a lab lack that bounce. You don't believe me? Here's an article from CNN. Woman's breast implant deflects bullet, saving her life. I know what I'm talking about. I've done my research. So why am I bringing this up? Well, let's check out the lore. Clinical records. Bam! Eva had breast enhancement surgery. And this game was set in 1964. Before they knew what the hell they were doing. These weren't made out of silicone. These probably felt like bags of sand. And this actually may be lore accurate. But who are we kidding here? They either went out of their way to censor it, or they were too lazy to implement it. Either way, it's just not right. Now, personally, I think it is censorship. And that's because they also removed her nips from the x-ray view. I got receipts. Check it out. Here's the original version. Looks great, right? Well, here's the remake. These bad boys are as smooth as eggs. Now, maybe you guys don't think this is a big deal, but I disagree. If you modify the quirks of a Kojima game to not offend anybody, then you shouldn't remake the game at all. You're killing part of its identity. And it's a bad sign when companies are censoring mature content. We already saw Konami do this in the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Especially on a freaking M for mature game, but I mean, it's getting better. It's still getting better. So yeah, we're on the correct track. As I said, that there are still some things that will be sacrificed, but
remake last year, they reduced the size of Maria's memories, and they didn't think the fans would notice. But we always do. They actually had to go back and patch in cleavage. This is getting ridiculous. What's going on here? Look, I don't like to talk about politics on my channel, but I want to let you guys know I've always been against war. And this bloody war on busty babes has got to stop. We've lost too many lives. And it's just weird to see content like this changed, but leave scenes where dudes are copping feels left and right. Not even the dudes are safe. Ugh. What the hell are you doing, man? Let go of my nuts. They also made a few modern audience changes to the dialogue, and this is a joke.
Whatever it hits, people, trees, buildings, turns into shit. Whatever it hits, people, trees, buildings, turns into crap.
They changed the word shit to crap. Come on, dudes, this is ridiculous. But even worse than that, check out this dialogue.
Oh, cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation. There it is. There it is. Here. It's still bullshit, but hey.
With Eva, here's the original.
Are you on a diet?
What did you say?
Calorie Mate is supposed to be really good for losing weight.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No.
Now here's the remake.
Are you saying I'm overweight?
No.
That's right, they changed the word fat to overweight. Konami, what are you doing? This is insane. And as always, you're gonna see some people defending these changes and saying complaining about it is just stupid. But I disagree. It's stupid that they were changed in the first place. And almost every single AAA company out there is censoring their games even though their consumers are telling them not to. It just shows how much these companies give a shit about their fans. And if you don't give a shit about your fans and only care about money, then why are you trying to preach to us about morals? Get your priorities straight. One thing I will say in defense about the game is some people are calling out the changes to the posters and books of random models around the world censorship. But apparently Konami reached out to all these women and asked if they could post an updated photo of where they are now. It's just a funny joke. And yes, this one posing with their kid is a little bit awkward, but some of the updated...
Okay. You know what? If there is a story behind it that they wanted updated photos from themselves, it's fair game then. This is actually a quite nice idea. This is one idea I will defend. Especially the thing with the kid. I love this. I just imagine a freaking guy sitting then being specifically a fan of that one photo in the original, and then this comes up. It's just fucking funny in my opinion.
The ones are better than the old ones in my opinion. Here's a side by side. I'm sorry, but I gotta go with this one. And they didn't remove the old posters in the game. Apparently if you play on legacy mode, they're still there. So we just got more content. Another thing the game is getting a lot of shit for is being another poorly optimized Unreal Engine game. But I didn't have any issues except for a few jitters on the opening cinematic. Here are my specs. So if you have anything better than my rig, you might not have any issues here at all. But Konami has released a statement to address these concerns. So buyer beware. But based on my overall experience, do I suggest getting this game? Honestly, whether you're some mega fan who wants to see high quality cutscenes or somebody new to the franchise that still wants to pick up this game after watching this video, I would either hold off, buy it used, pick it up on sale, or stick to the original PS2 version. Or just do what I did and watch the story online. The game launched at $70, and you know what? With the effort they put into this game, that's a steal. But don't get it twisted. Konami's the one doing all the robbing here, my dudes. Peace.
Damn, a good one. And ScouterVee, I know you're watching this. I am low energy these days, so that's why it's not as entertaining as it was, or myself. But your stuff, again, good. Very good. Ah, lovely, lovely. It's just as always. And I fucked up. I actually 13 hours. You told me that you don't care about it, but nonetheless, sorry for that one. Normally I uphold the 24 hours rule, but it is what it is. I just cannot wait for a legend. So, good night, acolytes.